It's a big deal to me if you don't know. Now you know I'ma change your life. Just put your hands in the air.
What's up, Kansas City? I'm here with the comedian and barber, Woo G Ray. What's up?
What's up, Kansas City?
All right, Woo. So tell everybody, how did you get your start in comedy?
I started when I was 10 years old, and it was a Hallelujah Bash at church, and I wanted to be Samson in the Bible, and my mom took 3 shoestrings and took one around each arm, put one around my head, and as you can see, I'm skinny, and I went on stage, and they said, "Who are you?" And I said, "I'm Samson," and everybody started laughing at me and say, "I look like John the Baptist," and that's when comedy started for me, age of 10. And then, when I was 18, I went to Stanford's for the first time and performed, and that was the start for me right there.
I know you were working on a tour with a comic. What's going on with that tour?
We went on tour about 2 weeks ago. We went to Chicago, we went to DC, we went to Philadelphia, New York. I had an excellent time. I got to perform in some of the same spots that Hannah Buress performed at. I had a great time.
So who is your comedic inspirations? Like, who are some people you look up to? And because you kind of remind me of, I wouldn't say Kevin Hart, maybe like sort of like a Eddie Murphy in some kind of way, the mix between Eddie Murphy and Kevin Hart. Like, who are some people that you look up to comedically?
Well, Eddie Murphy's one, definitely. Ever since I was a kid, I actually thought I was Eddie Murphy. Like, when I was a kid, I thought I was Eddie. And I used to walk around trying to be like Eddie Murphy, trying to laugh like Eddie Murphy, trying to talk like Eddie Murphy. Like, I used to try to imitate all the clumps, the grandma, the uncle, 98, 99, 100. I used to try to do all that, as a kid. As I got older, though, studying the game, I'm a big fan of Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, of course.
I love Dave.
Mike Epps is one of my favorite comedians. I love him because he's just so goofy and random, and that's kind of like my personality is goofy and random, so I like him. Cat Williams. I even like some white comics that I look up to. Like, I look up to Bill Burr.
You say even like you can't like white comics or something. Like, what's up with that?
I mean, I didn't mean to sound racist or anything, but they always think that black comics are typically only to listen to black comics, But I listen to white comics too. I like them. I like Bill Burr a lot because I feel like he uses anger in his comedy, and he likes to rant a lot. And I like it. I have a little bit of anger control problem sometimes, so I like to use that in my comedy.
Right. You had an issue with you want to talk about the jail issue?
Jail, yeah. I just went to jail for. I went to jail and. I did 5 days strong, I was in there eating some bullshit ass food and doing push-ups and masturbating, going to sleep, so. But yeah, it was, basically they gave me 5 days in jail, 45 days of house arrest, with a 6-month backup time for driving on suspended license. And I thought that was crazy because they got some white dude raped a girl and he got 6 months, and so I guess I'm equivalent to a rapist, so. I'm not gonna rape anybody, but I thought about it.
So, if you could, I guess you could say battle. I know comics don't really battle per se. Like, who is somebody that you say, like, if they told you, hey, I want you to go against this person, who is somebody like you would want to go against? Like, you just thinking like famous, local. I mean, if you want to say local, I mean, if you want to.
I don't want to battle anybody. I don't want to battle anybody locally because the majority of local comedians in Kansas City, they're broke. I don't mean that like in like a bad way, but like they haven't did anything, so I wouldn't want to battle anybody that hasn't really did anything. If I had to battle a comedian in the game, I would probably challenge Cat Williams. So that's probably who I would battle, Cat Williams. And this is the reason why, because he basically said that he was the next Richard Pryor, and I feel like my material that I use is kind of like that Richard Pryor edge, like kind of edgy, like how Richard Pryor was. So I would battle him. That's who I would battle if I had to battle a comedian.
You also host sometimes at the Improv. Tell us what's going on with that.
The Improv, yeah, I'm there periodically. I have a great time up there when I'm at the Improv. It's actually one of the best experiences because it's an actual comedy club. It's not a bar, or it's not like a backyard like I performed back here before.
Tell everybody where we're at.
We're at Game Day Chicken and Fish, where you can have chicken and fish 100 different ways. 8940 Warnell Road. They got great chicken, I promise you.
You did a whole commercial. So you host basically any type of event. So if somebody want to book you for hosting, you're available to do that as well as being a comic, is what you're saying.
Yes, I can host any event. I can host family reunions, weddings, funerals, anything, baby showers, bridal showers. I'll even host inside your shower. It doesn't matter. Anything.
So you also cut hair. Like, how did you get into cutting hair?
Well, one day I was looking at my hair and I was like, I need a haircut. And I cut my own hair when I was like 8. And I jacked it all up. I got a whooping for it. But I've been cutting hair since I was 11. My daddy sat me down one day and told me how to do a skin fade. And I gave my dad a skin fade. And ever since then, I really like cutting hair, So I cut hair when I was a kid. I was in my locker room in high school, charging people $3 for lineups. Giving them that moon lineup. This side was all the way over here, and this side was right here. I was jacking people up, and I jacked a lot of people up before I became good. Just like comedy, I bombed a lot. I did some bad shows, I did some okay shows, I did some good shows, but at the end of the day, those are things that made me a good comedian. It's like those are things that made me a good barber. So.
That's what's up. So how are people who work with you, how do they view you? Like, do they like working with you, or they think, how most people when they work with comics, they always talk about how they just talking trash about them all the time or saying whatever. Like, how do your coworkers view you?
No, not me. My coworkers, they love working with me. Whenever I'm gone, they miss me. They really care about me. I'm really caring about their feelings. That they have anything they need to know or something they need help with, they need any advice about their relationship or way they dress or anything, I'm very helpful to whatever they need. They love me. My coworkers, they really love me. The owner of the shop loves me.
My name is Ray, but they call me the Razor.
Okay, you the owner of the shop, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So what's it like working with Woo?
What's it like working with Woogie?
Yeah.
Man, that nigga alright. I mean, he ain't the barber that he think he is, but I tell him all the time, man, you need to just focus on being a comedian, man.
The barber that cuts next to me, he really cares about me a whole lot.
Woogie's a complete asshole.
He'll do anything for me. I'll do anything for him. I'll give him a shirt off my back if I had to. He loves me a lot.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. So last question, what is your advice for someone who's trying to balance being a comic and a barber, or just someone who's also an artist and they have another thing that they're doing?
Just work for it. Open mic is very important. I go to open mic at least once a week. Open mic is like the gym. You go to open mic to work out. If you want to get muscles, you got to work out. So when you go to open mic, it's like getting a muscle. You're training your muscle to do something. And it's very important. And don't be afraid to just jump out there and do it, because like I said, I did a tour 2 or 3 weeks ago. I had to leave the barbershop, leave that money to go chase my dreams. So don't be scared to leave your money to chase your dream, because at the end of the day, your dream could bring you so much money where you're not even worried about your money maker. So just don't be scared to go for it. That's the best advice I can give you. And just keep on writing, go to open mic, and do your thing.
So how would somebody get in contact with you, Woo? Like if they wanted to hit you up for hosting anything or just get their hair cut, anything?
You can hit me up on Facebook, Woogie Ray, or you can email me at woogieraybookings.com. That's WOOGRAY Bookings, BOOKINGS. And if you can't spell bookings, then I don't even want you to book me in the first place. So you can also hit me up. My phone number is 816-908-1678. And you can also find me on GoFundMe to help me pay my back child support. That'd be great if you do that.
All right. Do you want to say what's up to anybody in particular?
Hey, Ma. I just said hi to my mom. You know how it is when you get on camera. Like, hey, Ma. My dad, I don't really know him, so I don't really want to say hi to him. But
all right. Well, I'm Serenity, reminding you to spit your piece.
I'm IFBB Bikini Pro Cat Williams, and when I'm not working out in the gym, I'm searching the web on Cascade Media and What's Up Kansas City. So make sure you check them out.